What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type. This week, we finally started our journey through the manga Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin. Today, we are going to finally start our coverage of what is the definitive canon of the Grips conflict. We are diving into Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam Define. Just like what we did with Origin, we won't be going into full detail as this crosses with our original coverage of Zeta Gundam. So go give that a watch before starting these breakdowns. In this episode, we meet Camille. He meets Quattro and the Ayug, and the Argama crew steals the Mark II. So let's get into this. We start just like the original. The one-year war takes place, leaving Side 3 to once again become a republic. However, peace never came as Zeon remnants continued popping up. Because of this, EFF created the Titans. Universal Century 0087, Green Noah 1. The colony that, unbeknownst to the residents, is the Titans' headquarters. A young Camille takes off from school, with Fa tagging along. They take the shuttle to the port to see Bright's ship, the Temptation. One new thing to note here is that we see Bright rocking his full Navy attire, and he is looking great. He needs to rock this outfit more often. Also, Camille actually asks for Bright's autograph. He denies, however, as he is on duty. That is when Jared and the Titans walk up to Camille and Bright. He talks shit to Bright and mentions that he was dropped down in rank after talking out against the Titans. Camille and Jared start talking crap to one another. Camille is the girl's name, you know the rest. Emma comes in and breaks up the fight. Outside of the colony is Quattro, Apolly, and Roberto. They are breaking in to find the Titans' new Gundam. Camille is locked up and interrogated, and is let go once the Titans member is informed of his parents. While this is all happening, Jared and the Gundam Mark II falls over onto a building. Quattro and the Ayug members are making their move towards the factory. Camille goes to look for Fa. He finds her naked and crying. A Titan soldier made her strip and took advantage of her for being an accomplice to Camille. The guy who did this fortunately just died in the Mark II accident. Jared accidentally killed a rapist. I guess he did something right. The two escape. Quattro and his team are able to enter the colony through the factory thanks to the help of Reccoa and her team. She infiltrated the factory from the inside. However, one man in the Ayug is working for the Titans and sending troops towards Quattro. As the Titans attack Quattro, they start using beam weapons within the colony with no respect to the citizens' lives. Kakrakan goes out in Unit 2 to help out with Unit 3. Sarah goes to pilot Unit 1, but Camille runs in and takes it for himself while Bright calls Camille the second coming of Amado. Calm down. Camille goes and fights Kakrakan, who tries to call a truce when the Ayug comes in. Quattro senses Camille and wonders if he is the feeling he felt earlier. He realizes that he should be taking the pilot and not just the Gundam. Bask is meeting with Jamaicon and Camille's dad. He is informed of the current situation. The Ayug tells Kakrakan and Camille to hand over the Gundams, but Camille tells them that he is on their side. He starts attacking Kakrakan to prove himself. They get Kakrakan to hand over Unit 2. Camille goes to get Fa and tells Bright to come with them. He decides that the Titans no longer represents the people of Earth. They try to get Emma to come as well, but she is not having it. The Titans call for backup, but no one is coming. It appears the mobile suits are stuck in the hangar. This is due to Reccoa. Also, Segusa is with her. They are corralling all of the Titan ships within the colony and locking the doors. They also shut off the security footage. Bask can no longer watch the chaos ensue. He decides to send out the Alexandria. On the ship, Bask is informed that the Hyzacs are ready for use. He orders Jared to take one of the mobile suits and retrieve the Mark IIs. Bright, Reccoa, Fa, and Segusa head out of Green Noah in a shuttle. Quattro and the mobile suits head out to provide them with cover. Jared and his Hyzac team begin their attack. Quattro is incredibly fast. Jared goes in to attack Roberto, but Camille helps him out. The Alexandria finally launches with the Brunei and Sichuan. That is when the Ayug fleet comes in to save the day. They fire on the Titans. The Sichuan sustains heavy damage and must return to headquarters. Jared was picked up by the Brunei. They start pursuing the Ayug fleet. The team heads to their ship, the Argama. Ayug representative Blex welcomes the new members to the Argama and the Ayug. Captain Hankin Beckner introduces himself as well. Quattro notes that Camille may be a new type like Amado. Bright wonders how Quattro knows about Amado. How indeed, Bright. Green Noah is located closely to Luna 2, where most precious metals are refined for mobile suits for the Titans. This is why the colony was chosen by the Titans to be their temporary headquarters. A part of the Luna 2 fleet is the Bosnia. They have realized that the Brunei is in pursuit of the Ayug. The captain sends out Lila to help out. Bask is yelling at his men when he receives an intel that informs him that Camille's parents actually work for them. He could use this to his advantage. Quattro takes out the Mark II for testing purposes. Bright is impressed with his piloting skills. Roberto, like an idiot, says, "What do you expect from the Red Comet?" Luckily, Bright didn't hear him. Bright, Quattro, and Blex talk again. He tells them that a war between the Ayug and the Titans are coming and wonders if they are ready for it. He also wonders why an old EFF Brigadier General would help out the Space Noids. He tells Bright that dividing the world into Space Noids and Earth Noids is a wrong way of looking at things, and that the people of the Earth sphere need to be united. He also notes that they will need a bigger army. Blex asks if Bright has considered joining them, but he is still undecided. They tell Bright that they want him to be the commander of the Argama, as they recently finished their new ship, the Radish, and Hinken wants to man the new ship. He asks and prods about Quattro's past, but even Hinken and Blex don't know too much about him. Bright doesn't believe any of this. Quattro goes to talk to Appley. He found out that Camille's parents are actually Gundam engineers, but they can't find them. They have found out that Fa's parents have been taken prisoner. He did some research and found out that Fa's parents' records are scrubbed and their house has been put up for sale. They are making people disappear. Quattro tells Appley not to tell Fa. Blex informs Quattro that Bright is starting to ask a lot of questions and getting suspicious about him. Camille realizes that Quattro knows data on him as well. He is astute, and Quattro says that he exhibits new type abilities. None of that really matters to Camille. Fa asks about her parents, and Quattro lies, giving her some hope. Quattro asks Rekkawa if she could try to get Camille to open up, but Rekkawa is like, "Hey man, I haven't seen you in like 6 months. My runway is all clear for landing, if you know what I mean." Wink wink, nudge nudge. But Quattro pulls a Goku and focuses on the fight ahead of him. Rekkawa is able to exploit Camille's manhood to get him to eat. The Bosnia realizes that the Argama and the Ayug are heading towards a shoal zone. They speed up their pursuit. Quattro goes and sits with Bright, who is just drinking water. Bright says that his battle tactics remind him a lot of the Red Comet during the 1 Year War. Quattro just out and says that he is Char Aznavour. He goes over key moments of the original series to prove to him that he is who he claims. Bright says he wants to leave the ship, but he asks him to hear him out. Because of Sayla, Bright knows that he is also Casaval Rem Daikum, son of Zeon. Quattro says that he was clouded by his personal vendetta during the 1 Year War. He is referring not only to the Zabis, but also his beef with Whitebase. He says that after dealing with some crazy stuff, referring to the events of Char's deleted affair, it isn't about him, and his only concern is the Space Noids. Bright is swept up by Quattro's words. He decides that he will stay on board the ship. The two shake hands. The Argama gets an alert. It is the Salamis Kai-class ship, the Mont Blanc. Hinken makes his leave from the Argama. He leaves it in the hands of the new commander, Bright Noah. As the two ships meet, the Mont Blanc captain finds out that the Bosnia is currently approaching their location. Ashtonaj is talking to Camille when Quattro comes into the hangar. Camille is telling them that his mother and father worked on the Mark II, and he stole some of their research, which is why he knows a lot about the Gundam. They also realize that the Mark II has the ability to tank a bazooka blast. This is because the Gundam uses a titanium alloy ceramic composite. It helps that the titanium is Luna 2 titanium, also known as Gundarium alloy. The thrusters on the Mark II are more efficient, and Quattro wonders if they could implement this into their mobile suits. Ashtonaj tells him that they wouldn't be able to mass produce something like this, and it wouldn't be cost effective. It appears that the Titans are simply eating the cost in exchange for bespoke mobile suits. He says he will stick with his Rick Diaz, but Camille doesn't understand why. He says that even if the Rick Diaz doesn't have armor, he simply won't get hit. It was kind of the only option during the 1 Year War, and he sticks with it to this day. Except for that one time when he tanked a Magellan-class ship, Camille's father, Franklin, is escorted to Camille's mother, Hilda. The two are meeting with Basque and want to know why they are confined. Basque lies and tells them that Bright has helped the Ayug to kidnap their son, and they can't be trusted anymore. They will be imprisoned indefinitely. Basque goes to meet with Jamatov Hyman. Hyman never gets old. Basque informs him of the Argama and their pursuit of the Ayug ship. Meanwhile on Earth, Mirai Yashima, her daughter, and her little terrorist, bails as Mirai has a bad feeling about what is about to come. The Mont Blanc heads to the shoal zone and doesn't slow down. On the Bosnia, Layla goes out in her mobile suit. Camille doesn't see himself as a pilot. Quattro gives Rekkawa an opportunity to give a young child their get in the Gundam moment. She goes to talk to Camille. Rekkawa shakes him and says to use his powers for good. That certainly is a method. This upsets Camille. I definitely don't think it worked. And that will do it for this episode. Whether it be on page or on the screen, this young boy's motivations all started because Jared calls him a girl. However, we see some things that make more sense than it did in the series. Getting Fawn Bright on the Argama at the beginning is the right choice. We also see that the Ayug and the Titans are already referring to Green Noah 1 as Grips, which doesn't really happen until later in the anime. Next time, in our second journey through the Grips conflict, we will see Layla naked. A man from Jupiter makes his appearance, and Camille will get his first slap from Quattro. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, when you need someone to pilot a Gundam, just shake them like a baby. Peace.